It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
As we were talking about saving money as things get a little tight, we talked to a woman this morning, and you are not going to believe how long it's been since her family has went out to eat. Borderline ridiculous. That's coming up in the podcast. Here we go. All right, it's obviously the spooky season. Kat is a giant fan of the paranormal.
I watch it before I go to bed every night. Whatever's on the Travel Channel. Paranormal Caught on Camera. Ghost Adventures. Ghost Brothers.
Have they ever had anything on the show that convinced you that ghosts are real? When
they catch like something in a doorway that moves, you're like, what could that have possibly been? Or like an EVP where it's like, get out of my house. You know, like really clear. That? Well, some like you could hear little kids or, you know, there are certain things where it's very, very hard for you to try to find the logic in it. And I know that brains like yours just can't wrap your mind around the other side that does exist. But
listen,
it's real, man.
I'll start believing these guys if they don't take a salary for doing this show. If they do it just to prove the paranormal and they're not getting paid.
Would you just do radio because you loved it?
No.
It
was waking up way too early.
They have bills too. So
by shysting me.
I like the they don't have it anymore, but it was with like Chip Coffey, and he would sit with little kids, and they would literally they had these amazing abilities to talk to the dead. And how would they even have the info that they did? You know, it was weird.
Kids are stupid.
Good start to this bit. Can you just open your mind up, please?
Dana had texted us right away, and I'm glad that you got some time to talk to us because this is a situation you guys got going on. Perfect for Halloween, right?
So we live in a very old house where there's definitely been some paranormal activity, and we had some researchers come in, and they all hit on the exact same room. So we know something is going on.
Yes, when that happens, you're like, okay, there's some like validity to this if they're all in the same areas. And so what happens to you guys? Is it like daily that you're going through stuff?
Every now and then, you know, things have happened. But what recently happened the other day, my daughter ran out of the room and she was scratched all the way from the back of her head down her spine.
Shut up.
To her tailbone.
Oh, my God.
Like these 4 scratches, like it looked like a claw. And I don't know, nothing else could have done it. She was in the room alone. I'm terrified.
So I'm trying to picture. How old is she? How old is she? 3? What did you say?
Yeah, she's 3 years old.
Okay, and so she has nail marks all down her back. She was the only one in her room, and she comes out. Was she crying?
She was visibly upset, but she was not crying, which is also not like her.
Yeah,
she just looked shook. I'd never seen her like that.
What do you think this is?
I don't know. I'm not a paranormal expert. All I know is that I'm terrified, and I don't want my daughter to go back in there.
But she slept in there last night, didn't she?
She slept in our room.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
See, I would move a mattress into my room, or I would not live there anymore. I mean, that might not be your...
my husband he can sleep in there if he wants somebody to sleep in there.
My biggest question is, why don't you put this house on the market?
You know... Financially, it's a bit tough for us to do that.
Absolutely.
Right now, but trust me, we are talking about it.
If you give a mouse a cookie...
That's not what this is.
That's exactly what this is this morning.
You ask and you shall receive.
Kat's looking for amazing ghost stories. Jeremy, you said you got a couple for us?
I have 2 of them for you.
Okay,
let's go.
Perfect.
What do you got, man?
Yeah, the first one was kind of, I don't know. How do you put this? I guess... and sometimes kind of dark. When I was basically in high school, I had a girlfriend. Found out she messed up with my best friend. And on the way home, I was in a bad spot, planning on basically ending myself.
Oh my
and
God.
I don't know it out, man. And this is kind of, it makes my heart like really beat hard.
Yeah, I can hear it.
On the way home, I was basically, I said, I had everything planned out. And it started snowing like you would not believe. I mean, you couldn't see in front of my car. And all of a sudden, 2 figures appeared, and I guess with the Minnesota Nice, I offered them a ride because I didn't want them to be walking on the dirt road cold and snowing. And they both talked to me a little bit, and they both told me it's not worth doing what you're going to do. And I didn't quite want to say anything because I was ashamed of what I was planning.
Yeah.
And I took them to this spot where there supposedly was a house, and everything glowed. I mean, it was unbelievable. And when I got home, I really thought about it hard, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and tell these people, thank you. They don't understand what they just stopped. And I went back the next day, and there's nothing there. The dirt road actually leads to a natural resource, like hunting area. There was no house there.
Wow.
Do you think you had a little bit of an out-of-body experience, or like you passed out, or you mentally went to another plane, or what do you think happened
This was
here?
all as real as it could have been.
Yes. I can still see the house. I still remember what it looks like.
Wow.
I remember it being 2 stories. I remember the garage. I remember a lot of stuff about the place.
Okay, so you go and it wasn't there? The entire structure wasn't there. Have you done any research like with the city to see if at one point that very house was there? That would be interesting if they had like pictures.
I never have. All I know it is a natural resource, like hunting area. It's a parking area where you can bring your vehicles out in the woods and then you can go use state line for hunting.
What do you think happened here?
I'm not going to say I'm overly religious. I believe it was probably intervention from a higher power. That's my thought, which only I can come up with. I've had like several little itty bitty experiences when I was like younger. Like, for instance, I lived in Warren, Wisconsin, and my parents ended up buying the mortician's house. And just creepy things that happened. The house was always cold. The doors always seemed to open by themselves.
Yeah.
This is that first story, by the way. I don't want to cut you off. That was crazy. I've never heard anything like that. You have to feel like you're living a destined life every day now.
You wrote and spoke with 2 people that weren't real and brought them to a location with a structure that wasn't real.
But then I always think in my head, was it real or wasn't it? I mean,
right.
I'm not overly religious. I do believe that good does walk among us. I do believe that there are higher. I mean, creation, figure it out.
Yeah.
We're not made from fungus. I mean, but anyhow, my second story is my daughter did pass.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it was getting the time for her, basically, anniversary to get flowers on the grave. And I have my younger son with me, which he point blank saw her too. And he went to the base of the flower aisle at Walmart. And I had a hard time picking flowers for her.
Yeah.
Couldn't figure out what I wanted to get. And this little girl, which would have been around her age at the time, told me she'll like whatever you get her. And she took off down the aisle. I told my son, I said, she can't be walking around Walmart by herself. And my other son went around the corner and he said, Dad, there's nobody there.
Wow. You have given me goosebumps this entire time.
This is crazy.
Do we have a believer out of JJ?
I believe Jeremy. Well, listen, he's got.
Wow.
First off, I believe Jeremy makes he's got nothing to gain from this. Number 2, he's just sharing it out of the goodness of his heart, and he called right away.
Yeah, and I can feel that you are physically still affected by this. So if you were just sitting here spinning some type of story, I don't feel like I would get what I'm getting from you. So these are incredible.
Stupendous stuff, man. Thank you for sharing with us. This is great.
No problem.
Have a great morning. That was sick. That first one was especially crazy, right?
What is happening with you right now?
That
Like
was
you've
crazy.
never reacted like this before.
Mackenzie, how we feeling?
Good.
Did you hear those 2 stories? You're like, that's a tough act to follow.
I was going to say mine's not as detailed, but it happened very recently.
Okay.
We went to the Zach Bagans' house in Las Vegas when we went on our little trip.
Yes.
And I never believed anything like any of his TV shows. I honestly thought it was all a hoax. And that's the only reason why I walked into the house. And when we walked out, my husband had this burning sensation on his back, and he had a full-on like handprint scratch down his back that was it was red, and it was like welded over.
So a lot of people don't know about this house. Zach Bagans goes and he buys things from very haunted places, like the Annabelle doll. He'll buy things that are linked to tragedies, and then he has them all in one place. So can you imagine all that energy? Did you feel that in there?
Yes, when I was in there, like my husband was like, "Oh, it feels really heavy," and like
Yeah.
I was like, "It's got to be some kind of special effects," because I don't believe anything that like he's done on TV or whatever. But like it was weird, like walking through the house. Like some rooms were cold, some rooms felt really heavy, like some rooms smelled like black licorice, and then like there was other weird smells to different rooms. But after the trip, he started having like these really weird dreams. Like it was like a continuous dream. So like he'd fall asleep,
Yeah.
and then he'd wake up, and then he'd fall asleep again, and it would like continue on. And he was having like these supernatural people talking to him, saying you shouldn't have touched that, you shouldn't have went in there, and like so like it's been like kind of following him. I don't know. It's weird.
It
and
attached
scary.
to him. He has now become a conduit.
How long did that welt stick around for, the handprint on the back of his back?
Until the following day.
Okay, so it's quick and easy. Tell everybody where you saw this.
I was at a children's event, okay? Hundreds of people, children everywhere, and it never fails every single year. There's that one guy that is walking around not wanting to be there and just takes a nice big puff off his vape and then sends it right into his shirt like this, so that it comes out the arms, and then forgets he has a
I
t-shirt
forgot
on.
about the arms.
Or like a button shirt, comes out all the button holes. I'm just curious. The other place that I saw it was really, I don't know. Sometimes it'll catch me off guard because I'm like, why are you doing it here? But we were walking in for conferences, and that's a tobacco product, right?
Yeah.
So you're on school grounds. You got to be smarter.
I don't know if technically it's a tobacco product.
You just said it was.
Well, no, I think it's
a moment
just
ago.
nicotine. I don't think nicotine is necessarily tobacco.
Well, all campuses for schools.
I'm not saying they don't. I just don't think it's
nicotine-free.
a tobacco product.
I just think it's. I don't know.
So here's my take on this. Number one, I don't believe it looks cool. Okay. Number two, you could easily excuse yourself, go into the bathroom, and probably do it, or walk outside, take a couple of hits if you had to get your fix.
People say the appeal, though, of a vape is that you don't have to go stand out in the cold weather.
I would
to
think
do
the
it,
appeal is you don't smell like cigarette smoke. That to me would be the appeal.
So Ken had texted, he said, my daughter will hit her vape at church and blow it into her shirt. All of a sudden, you'll smell cotton candy. Like, what? Really strange. But then Candace says, vapes are made to use anywhere. I hate the judgment. What harm is it causing you? And that's so true, Candace.
Well, right. The export of the vape is just water vapor, right? Like it's just a smelling vapor, right?
What's it doing to me? I'm just being judgmental.
There's
I'll
not a
admit
secondhand vape thing, right? That's
not
a
that
thing.
we know of yet. Not that we know of. It's still a very new device.
So technically, it's no skin off your ass.
It's no skin off my. It was just something that I noticed. It was just something that I noticed, and I just wanted an explanation. I was wondering if
you feel it looks trashy if people do it inside, don't you?
Absolutely, that was the word that I was trying to avoid. But I just think it looks trashy, and if you don't mind looking trashy, then that's up to you. I guess it's better than hotboxing with your kids in the car with an actual cigarette.
Fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm just being a judgy bee right now.
I would love to get your thoughts on this. Do you agree with Kat that this is a trashy look?
And you might just be yelling at the radio right now saying, shut your pie hole, you holier than thou girl. Listen, I used to smoke. I used to be a smoker. I get how hard it is
Doesn't
to stop.
mean you get to judge everybody else.
Sure it does. You judged me every single morning when I came in smelling like smoke and coffee. You would say, go walk around the hallway, you stink.
Just to recap the last couple of minutes, Kat called everyone with a vape trashy and doesn't want you in her life anymore, and everybody flew off the freaking handle. Okay, I think you guys first off need to understand, number one, if we say something looks trashy, that's because of what you think. All right? That's okay. The Kat thinks you vaping inside a children's event looks trashy. Fine.
It is. But
then,
I also probably looked trashy when I had a cigarette hanging out of my mouth when I was younger.
Yep.
So,
and then
listen.
the other part you guys got to understand is we never go into anything prepared. So if you're sending us links or telling us to look something up, it's probably not going to happen.
I'm actually on the link that one of them sent me.
I am
from
right now, too, where it
United
says
States Environmental Protection Agency. There is, in fact, secondhand electronic cigarette aerosol and indoor quality aspects to the vape.
So it says some of the harmful substances emitted from secondhand e-cigarette aerosols are the same as secondhand tobacco smoke. However, more research is fully needed to understand the emissions from e-cigarettes and their impact on human health. So I think we can all agree there is some impact. They're just not sure exactly to what level yet. So to be smoking that around little kids is ridiculous.
Yes. In your mind, you could be like, yeah, I could be blowing smoke around them. You shouldn't have been doing that anyway. But I just want to know why you find it necessary to do it everywhere.
Hey, Ashley, good morning. Now, if Kat was to meet you, would she call you Trashly or just Ashley?
Just Ashley. 'Cause
Okay.
I agree with Kat. I don't agree with vaping in front of kids at all, or anybody that doesn't want to be vape in front of, because who knows what kind of chemicals are in that
Right.
stuff. They're relatively new, so they haven't done much research on it, and who knows what's going to happen in 30, 40 years from all those vapors.
The other thing you got to remember is when our parents started smoking, it was cool and it was good and it was relaxing and there was no negative implications. And now, I mean, how many of us have lost parents or grandparents because of, tobacco use?
Yeah. And listen, do it wherever you want, that won't affect other people. It's just like cigarettes where they were like, see yourself outside. You can't do it inside anymore because we want to protect other people that don't smoke. It's the same for that.
Is the Clean Indoor Act, does that covers vaping as well?
It should.
Can you be like, I just think, all right, go to the Mall of
No,
America, right? You can't have a cigarette.
You can legally vape in a building. I think they consider it the same as cigarettes. I don't think that's allowed.
Right.
So whoever was vaping probably was in the position of, I'm going to do it anyways, and if I get in trouble, oh well.
So that maybe that's what I have a problem with. Maybe I have a problem with somebody saying I'm above whatever rules there are. I'm above any nicotine rules on a school campus. I'm above at this event center, even though there are signs everywhere. I don't care. I don't need to follow the rules. Maybe that's what I have a problem with.
Exactly.
Yeah. So go vape outside. I don't even care. Vape in your car by yourself. I don't even care. But it's like when you're just like around a bunch of babies and kids, I thought it was super strange. I don't know.
Well, I think we can probably all agree as parents that you don't want your kids addicted to nicotine.
Right. Man, it is tough for people right now. And we are approaching the holiday season. People put a lot of pressure on themselves to just go as crazy as you can. And then come January, whatever, 10th, 12th, your bills start rolling in for your credit cards because you didn't stick with a budget. How do you and your family save money? Are there certain things that you guys consciously do?
Nope.
I don't even know why I asked that question.
No,
Amazon packages every day. Every day.
No, we don't go out to eat that often. We don't. I mean, it's usually maybe once a week, or if somebody's got a birthday or something like that. This is a heavy part of the year for us because it's like birthdays and stuff like that. But like, I just we kind of like we get by. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, we don't live extravagantly, but like, I don't think we're on like a tighten your budget moment. You know what I mean? When we moved last year, we were because we wanted to invest in a bunch of stuff. But otherwise, it's just kind of like I think we've all taken on the mentality of you can't take it with you.
No, I need to. I'm not fun.
My last check is gonna bounce. I'm gonna die broke.
Okay,
that's the plan. I'm not. My kids know they're not being left with anything.
I'm so grateful that my parents don't think that way and that my in-laws don't think that way. They're giving us some stuff, which we're excited about, but I can wait because that means they'd be dead. So I'm going to wait for that. But until then, like we really do, I'm going to say the most conscious thing I do is that my friend Sarah got me that cold coffee carafe, and I make my coffee at home. And I can't even tell you, I love coffee that much that if I had to go on my bank statement and look at how many times I went to Starbucks, Caribou, Scooters, whatever, it was not good.
I'll tell you the biggest way we're saving money is honestly with my wife having an electric car. The savings on that is ridiculous.
It's paying for itself.
Oh my God. I didn't think we were going to be saving this much money.
All right.
But it is crazy how much less we're spending in fuel costs.
There are certain things that you can do to save money, like they say apply for a 0 APR credit card. If you are going to open a credit card, open a high yield savings account. That's where you earn money while it sits in there. Shop for discounts on car insurance. Look for unclaimed assets. So there could be money out there that belongs to you.
How do you do that?
I don't know. You got to Google it. Audit your subscriptions. So the subscription thing is a really big deal because you could be paying for 2 Netflix. You could be paying for 2 Hulus or magazine subscriptions. Or
how do you even find out?
There's that new app that you can get, and then you just type in all like your name, your social security number, all the stuff that you would need to open.
Everything that a scammer would want.
No, it's real. And then they'll find all the subscriptions, and then you can just press delete, and they'll handle it for you. So then,
what app is that? Do you know what it is?
I'll look it up.
Okay.
If you know what app it is, and if you've used it to get rid of all of your subscriptions,
sounds like I'm just giving all my information to somebody.
No, it's legit. And then also raise your 401k contribution. That was one thing. Like when I started working here, I think I was like 22 when our boss said, "You need to get a 401k. Are you doing that?"
Great advice.
I'm very happy that he stopped me in the hallway and told me that, because we now have a really good cushion for when we're pooping our pants and want somebody nice with warm hands to take care of it, you know? Like that's what I'm saving for, a really good like old person life. So how are you saving your family money? I'd love to know. Let us know.
I'm spending it all now. Old person life sounds miserable to me.
Really? You don't want like at least a comfortable one?
I'd rather have fun.
Long.
I'd rather have fun now than be like, oh, this is a great old person life of just waking up, having something to eat, watching TV for 4 hours, playing some bingo in the afternoon, then going to bed.
Nothing kills me more than to see an 80-year-old pushing carts. I mean, I just want to grab the carts.
How do you know they're not happy doing that? They get to interact with people all the time.
Nobody's happy doing that.
I think I would be.
Nobody likes to do that. But to see the 80-year-olds outside and then the able-bodied 19-year-old at the cash register, I'm like, get your butt out there and do that.
If I'm 80, waking up, going for a swim, playing a round of golf, having some cocktails with my buddies, going home and having dinner at 4 p.m. with my wife and having a glass of wine and then watching an hour of Impractical Jokers.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
That sounds good, but like sitting at home, waking up, sitting amongst all the other people, I ain't in that. I will not die like that.
There's no way of knowing what your future holds, but you could be more comfortable. Okay. And that would mean more coin in your bank account.
Do me a favor. Are you guys in a spot where you are saving a tremendous amount of money? And if so, like, how are you doing it? Good morning. It's Kat and JJ. We were talking about just kind of ways that you're going to want to save some money. It's this holiday season business where so many people furloughed, not getting checks. Imagine going to work for the last 2 weeks and then all of a sudden payday is today or tomorrow and you don't get a check.
I was hoping in 2019 when people were like getting laid off and people weren't working and really feeling the benefits of saving, that maybe over the next, few years, they would have learned to put money back into a sneaky account or something like that. But some people aren't as fortunate, living paycheck to paycheck. So we're looking for tips and tricks that you have to save money.
Sarah, I appreciate you holding. What are you guys doing to shave a couple of dollars off?
I think one of the best ways you can save money is cooking at home. I don't know why people order out or go to restaurants so often. It is so easy to buy in bulk and meal prep a bunch of food on Sunday for the whole week and just make yourself some really cheap but hearty meals at home. It just takes a little bit of work.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it, and you save so much money.
And, sometimes it's easier said than done. I want to know, when is the last time you and your family have eaten at a restaurant, gotten takeout? How long has it been?
Honestly, probably 7 years ago.
Good Lord.
Stop.
No freaking way.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know how hard it is to take kids to a restaurant. It's actually so much easier to cook for them at home,
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
listen, if you've had it going that long, I would say by 7 years, you're kind of an expert at this. So I listen to experts, but it's also like, I don't know, not easily done for a lot of families that are on the run constantly.
I mean, I guess there's scheduling, but for me, it ends up saving me time during the week, knowing what we're going to eat. The meals are already made. They're planned. They're in the fridge. So it ends up saving me time. I don't have to think about something every single night.
Sure.
Plus, I'm just not lazy.
How feeling?
I am feeling just fine. So my hip was hurting for a while. And it's like now I'm like 40-year-old senior citizen now.
Is it because you got in some extended workouts last week or just you slept wrong?
Yes, I think it was. I did a lot of walking last week. I did 4 miles for 3 days. And then I did that. And then I walked all, Sunday at the Mall of America. And so I just felt like I put on a lot of miles.
Even if you just have the wrong shoes on, it can mess your hips up.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. So I swung into my favorite massage place and I just looked at him and I was like, I really need some help right here. And it feels so good. But the woman next to me, so it's not a private room that you go into, okay? It's like one of those stop-ins if your back is on fire type of place.
Is it the mall?
No.
Okay.
Across the street from the mall. But it's similar to the setup at the mall. So you have like a little curtain that just divides your naked top from the world. But the woman in the room next to me, I have never heard this before. She was just like, like moaning so loud. It was crazy.
I think what's going on in there?
I don't know. She was in there with a female, and I guess she it sounded like sciatic nerve issues or whatever.
Sure did.
But I've never heard anyone moan like that in massages.
Doing it wrong.
And I look at my guy, I go, do you want me to start doing that? Is that like a compliment? I don't know. But I'm normally pretty quiet, but I thought just, maybe she was going to do a couple of moans and then we'd be done. She did it the whole time.
Good massage then.
Oh, yeah. Whoever was in the waiting room was probably like, where am I? Is this about to get busted?
Do I need tip money?
Yeah. Are people casing this joint out? But no, it's a really great place to go. Got a car wash and then I tried a new coffee joint out, got Liam from school, made dinner chores. The productive day.
You're the all-American mom.
Productive Monday.
You're the all-American mom.
I am.
Shady massage, coffee, kid, dinner.
If I'm not doing anything shady, it's not a shady massage. I don't even know how that conversation would go.
I don't know.
Where you're just sitting there and you're like, let's go a little bit further.
I don't know if it goes. I think it just
happens.
It just happens.
There's I
don't know if there's I've never. Honestly, I've had about 3 massages my whole life, and none of them have ended that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you approach that.
Yeah. I know somebody. We know someone it has happened to.
I will keep you completely anonymous, but if you've ever had the extra part of the massage, is that for the customer to initiate, or is that the masseuse that initiates that?
I think it's the customer. I think the customer will...
And what's the line?
I don't even know.
What's the line then? Are we really done here?
Is it a line or is it like you grabbing their hand and showing them where else they can work? Their magic?
I think you got to say something, don't you?
I don't know.
What's the line you use?
My guy would totally not do that. Like,
how do you know? How do you know?
Because
Liam's you don't know that.
Do you even know his name? Liam asked. I said, I really don't ask anybody's name that's going to rub me down. I really don't care. Just do your thing. But all I see are his Crocs. My head's like this. I just see his little feet, all around my face. But I don't know how that would go.
Let's say he makes a move. Let's say it's on the masseuse and he starts moving there.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say, stop, like you learn in elementary school. Stop. That's my no-no square. We don't go there.
Have you ever been put in a spot where a very inappropriate gift was given?
Not inappropriate, but like when you get a gift that was probably given to somebody else and they just wrapped it up and gave it to you. Yeah, there was I like Disney. I've been to Disney, but I'm not one of those let's honeymoon at Disney. You know, I've never given off that. I've never told anybody, never registered for it. But this person that was at my bridal shower, it was on Derek's side. She gave us all Disney stuff. We got a Mickey waffle iron. We got Mickey plates and cups. And I'm like, did somebody lead her astray or like show her a different registry? I don't even know what that is about.
Well, if I'm reading this right, that's pretty tame compared to what we've got coming up. Sydney, good morning, and welcome to the show. You want to tell us what's going on here?
Well, I've got a wedding coming up, my cousin.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be a joyous, happy event with no complications because everything's been planned out in advance. And, you know, the whole family's coming, everybody. Well, my sister wants to give her as a present for the shower a very personal device, shall we say?
Yeah.
Okay.
A pleasuring device.
Yeah, no, we got you.
Wait, for what party, though? Like, you said bridal shower?
Bridal shower, yeah.
Oh, this is more of a bachelorette party thing, right?
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. A lot of my relatives are coming from the Bible Belt and are very conservative in their views, and including aunts, mom, like everybody. And I just feel like I need to somehow get a hold of her and tell her in a very nice way that, like, that wouldn't be an appropriate time.
Yeah.
Not
No,
necessarily
let
the
this
gift, but
go.
the
Let
time.
this go. And
You
get
feel like your
reaction.
sister wants to do this? Does she want to ruffle feathers? She's one of those people. We call them a JJ. You know, he likes to see how people react.
I'm trying to think of a way. Yeah, she's a little progressive in her ideas and thoughts, and just feels like, you know, this is something that everybody should have, getting married. And I'm not sure how to stop her at this point without getting really into it with her and the family.
So I don't necessarily know if you're going to. I'm going to put you on hold for a second and get people's thoughts on this, but I think you just let this play out.
Okay, totally suppress this memory. And as we were talking to Sydney, I was like, I remember this. My cousin, who has had 7 children, she's younger than me.
Whoa.
I don't even know how she does it, but she has had baby showers for every single baby.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
So we have gone to 7, somebody gave her a box of
Condoms?
and she was so mad.
What?
Because she was like, you are sexualizing this whole party. You're making it about that
Well, how does a baby start?
instead of the beautiful gift that God has given us. And I'm like, oh my God, it was a joke. Obviously,
Too wired.
could have thought about it a little
Too
bit more,
wired tight.
but yeah, I remember that being kind of an inappropriate gift, I guess.
Let's do this. I don't think you stopped this girl from doing it. I think you just got to wait for the fallout. I don't know. That's not your bobber, anyways. Just let her cook.
What if it's just laughter? You know, what if they're like, oh my God, and then you just put it away?
She's probably gonna say thank you.
Yeah, she's like,
I want to know though. Has anybody been to a situation? So there's your inappropriate gift moment. You have 7 kids, and on your 7th baby shower, somebody gives you a box of condoms.
bold choice.
Probably not super inappropriate, but bold. Yeah, I agree with that. Have you been to a birthday party, a wedding, where just an inappropriate, not well taken gift was given? Can you give us your story real quick? Just give us 30 seconds of your day. Talked to a young woman named Sydney just a few minutes ago, and basically at the bridal shower for, did she say it was her sister or her cousin?
It's her cousin, but Sydney's sister would like to shake things up a bit with a gift, a marital aid, if you will. And she wants to give it at this party. And Sydney's like, this is a classy event.
In front of all the aunts and the moms and everything like that.
But she said, like, it's going to flow from bridal party to bachelorette night. Can't you just wait a couple of hours? Can't you just hold on to it?
That inappropriate gift moment. Barb, you've had one?
Oh, yes. My daughter, a couple of years ago, decided to think that she was being funny, and she gave me one of those gifts with condoms and KY jelly, and she thought it was funny.
Why would she think something like that is funny? Barb, I only know you from you calling in, and I would never gift that to you. I know you better than that.
I was never so embarrassed in my entire life.
Oh, my God. And what do you do? Quick shove it back in the bag? Or
How long did it take you to use it all?
I threw it away.
Oh, what?
You got to donate
There's
that
value
stuff.
there, Barb. There's value.
I And then at the bottom of the bag, there was a nice, necklace and earrings, but still, it was like I was never so embarrassed in my entire life.
Now, who was all around that made you embarrassed, or you were just embarrassed strictly because of the nature of the gift?
Well, it was all our friends.
Okay, so you're
I must have
surrounded
had about 15 friends.
by everybody. Was it a circle? You know those circles that you're right there in the top of it, and then everyone just watches you. The heat was on. Okay.
Yep,
Wow.
and she was recording it. She says, "I should put this on Facebook." I said, "I should kick your." Yeah.
Way to censor.
How old was your daughter when she gave you this?
39.
Yeah, she's at that
knows
point.
better.
Yeah, she knows better. All right.
Well, see, she was trying to be funny because, my husband passed away, 5 years ago. So she was trying.
Like back in the saddle, mom type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
But
I mean,
I was embarrassed, to say the least. So
Yeah,
it's
safety
like,
first.
her heart was in the right place.
Yeah, she's just looking out for you. Thanks.
It was. Yep.
Have a great
Bye.
morning. I
Bye,
appreciate it. That's what I was kind of looking for. You got to a point where it just became an inappropriate gesture. What's yours?